So, ever since a large part of the internet decided to make fun of a game journalist who couldn't get past the tutorial in Cuphead, there's been a group of people that have been really mad about that. This is why every so often we get controversies about game difficulty and accessibility, another big one being around the release of Sekiro and the idea that it should have an easy mode. I actually made a video about that one, which I'll put in the description. If you can put up with my shitty vocal quality in it, I suggest you watch it since it covers most of my opinions on the topic of accessibility in games. I'm not going to go in depth on what I talked about there, but essentially you shouldn't care about how other people play video games. It's the dumbest fucking thing in the world. But I think seeing game difficulty as an issue of accessibility for the disabled is, frankly, offensive and the wrong way to look at it. Recently, it's come out that Psychonauts 2 will have an invincibility toggle, which is a god mode cheat. Games have had this for as long as there have been games, but this is a special god mode cheat because it's being put in for the sake of accessibility, and so anyone can play the game, or so the developers say. The Double Fine account, the publisher of the game, released these 3 tweets, which is what prompted me to make this video. They are as follows. In response to the Xbox account tweeting beating the game on the lowest difficulty is still beating the game, which, by the way, I have no issue with. If you beat Psychonauts 2 with the invincibility toggle on, you still beat P2. Excuse me, I beat Sword Guy 30th time on the no-hit hard run, and if you didn't do that, I don't respect you. And like, can you even comment on things if you're not Diamond 6 rank and Shooty McLam? I don't think so. Cool, bud, you're so cool. Upside down smiley face. All people should be able to enjoy games, all ages, all possible needs. It's an ongoing and important process for our industry and a challenge we need to meet. Meet. I assume they mean meet. End of the day, we want you to have fun, to laugh, to experience a story that affects you, on whatever terms you want. So, I do take umbrage with these tweets, and it's not just because, despite being from the official count of a game publisher that presumably only staffs adults, they appear to be written by an obnoxious 13-year-old. It's these 2 lines here. All ages, all possible needs. It's an ongoing and important process for our industry and a challenge we need to meet. I agree that it's an ongoing process for the industry, but I don't agree that it's a challenge they're trying to meet, particularly when it comes to all possible needs. Also, I literally don't give a single shit about Psychonauts 2 having an invincibility toggle. If you came here to have someone complain that you can cheat in a single-player video game, it's not here. I don't know how you could possibly care. You know what, I'm probably not going to be that nice here, because honestly, I don't think whoever wrote these tweets is being nice. At the end of my Sekiro video, I said that those who made the claim that Sekiro was exclusionary to the disabled may be selfish in their statement, and I believe the same with these tweets. I don't think Psychonauts 2 has an invincibility toggle to help the disabled, and I don't think the media, including these tweets surrounding the toggle, are being made to help the disabled either. I'll be frank, I think all this pointless controversy over a game including something that's been in games since the Stone Age is nothing but the result of online brain rot. People are having fake fights with fake people in their internet-warped brains, and holding the disabled in front of them in order to pretend like they're winning them. And you know what? It makes me mad. It makes this little gamer boy mad because the people in the middle, those that need accessibility features, are just getting belittled and their actual needs ignored, so a bunch of aging millennials can feel like they got one over on the other aging millennials that they don't like. Now, my Wanna Play series of videos are primarily made so people who can't or don't want to play those games can in some way experience them. I am not one of these cool buds who demand you no-hit Sword Guy serious time to be a true gamer. In fact, I care very much about accessibility in games. I didn't know that peanut butter wasn't green until I was in my 20s. You don't think I've run into problems playing video games before? Making this stink about your game having a fucking cheat menu and being an asshole to try and provoke the other assholes is just drowning out the need for actual accessibility features in games. Again, most console games still don't let you rebind controls, which should be the bare minimum of accessibility, but you ain't seeing every game website writing sneering articles on that shit. Oh, sorry, I think I just needed to vent here. I don't expect this video to be seen by anyone, really, or do anything or whatever. But if you do see this and you get into a conversation about accessibility in games, just ignore this shit. Ignore people fighting over fucking Dark Souls challenge runs despite being grown-ass adults. Games are a really good thing, and everyone who wants to should be able to play games however they want to. Tweets like this are just distractions by people living in a bubble of the forever video game war.